Okay.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
Hey,
hello,
Mika.
Mika. Let me
All
show
right,
you.
Lily's on her way, but we didn't want to keep you waiting, Mika. So we
You.
came live. Um, but yeah, we are. I don't know what happened to Tina now. We seem to be having.
I'm typing. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I
Am
can
I
hear you.
typing?
I see
Am I
you.
am I am I typing? Can you hear me? Joining question mark. Okay. So
I'm
that's
like,
it.
oh
Okay.
boy, we seem to be having
Uh,
all the technical difficulties today.
when I leave, my camera goes away, but my voice doesn't. When I leave the app.
Okay. All right. I
Okay,
feel
you're
like I want to turn my laptop around so I can show you like my reading view. Are you ready to see it?
okay. Show us.
Let me stop all the
Okay, you're
beeping.
frozen.
Oh, am I?
Okay, now you're back. You're
All
back
right.
now.
All
Now
right.
you're frozen again. It's
Here's
me.
my view.
Christmas ambiance.
Yeah.
Yay!
So I have the
It looks so
fireplace.
nice.
Here's the weird thing. Somebody told me this, and I was like, that's ridiculous. That like having the fire on the TV makes the room feel warmer. And I was like, well, if this is not the placebo effect at work, like whatever, but it does.
It's probably just number one, it's probably like you said, the placebo effect. It might be okay, sorry I don't have internet connection right now. We're stuck in a snowy area on our way back home. Probably not gonna make it home till tomorrow. Friday, depending
Oh,
on the weather condition. I'm stuck in a small town. What should I say?
oof.
Okay.
What should we
Already
do?
trying to text on Discord. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Should we try to I don't know. Should we I don't know. I don't know.
Should we talk about these
Can we
chapters? What should we do? And then do homework for
what
the
if we
next time? So anyway, Tina, do you want to answer this question? Do you know what's up with Lily?
I know what's
She's
up with Olivia. I just read the message.
okay.
She's stuck. They went kind of on like a mini. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. They went on like a mini vacation, kind of ish, more for appointments, but still. And I guess they're stuck in a small snowy town. Um yeah. So okay. Okay. Um I don't know what to say.
All right. Tell her we don't know what we're doing. We'll message her when we figure it out.
Okay.
Tell her to stay safe and
Yes,
warm.
yes, yes.
Safe and
Be
warm. And to like, I'm kind of jealous that they're in a snowy area. I miss snow.
and warm. If I know how to spell warm, warm. Okay, that's nice. Warm. How do you spell warm, Vivian?
WARM?
WARM. Okay, got everything else. I thought it was an O. Okay.
WORM. That would be warm.
And that's what I typed. I'm like, oh, it's
You're like,
warm.
that's
Okay.
not the right word.
Safe and warm. I'm a slow typer. I'll let you
Mika, are you
know.
oohing and ohing about my beautiful fire and my beautiful tree? Because I'm ohing and oohing and eyeing over it.
Tonight. Oh, okay. Okay, I sent notify anyway. Okay, she read it. Okay, be safe and warm. I'll let you know what we do tonight. And she read it.
Cool. All right. I don't know what happened last time when she went to make a cup of tea.
Yeah, no clue.
No clue.
But she did like I've talked to her since then. But yeah, she's typing back right now. So I figured I'd say off screen while I do that.
Yeah, okay, so should we talk about the chapters we read?
Oh gosh. Yes. We should talk about that. But real quick about your thing. It does make sense and make your house feel warmer because you're watching something's warm. Also, your TV's running. And that has to emit some sort of heat.
Well, look, when I'm watching Netflix and my TV is running, it doesn't make the room any warmer.
Okay.
I think this is like the image of fire in your head. Like it just gets in your head. And so your brain thinks that it's warmer.
I think so. That's probably it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, "Thank you!" Exclamation mark. So sorry for the inconvenience, but the snow really got us bad here. I'm going to react with a snowflake emoji.
I miss having snow. Mika, do you have snow in Germany where you are?
Y'all don't got snow there?
It doesn't snow in my little town. It snows north in Portugal sometimes, but we have a ski resort in Portugal. It's not very good apparently, and they have to make the snow most of the time, but we do have one.
Make the snow. Okay, wow. No, I don't know if she did the homework. I did the homework. Did you do the homework?
I did the homework. I read it last night actually early this morning. I got in bed at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I was like, let me read my chapters because I'm wide awake. Because I had a client. From like 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. my time. Okay. And then I like finished up the little thing, the homework thing I had to give her. And then I went and got in bed. But I was like, I'm wide awake. I might as well. I was like, oh, let me read my chapters. Good stuff.
Good stuff. 100% agree. Yes, I read it. I read the chapters yesterday. Maybe finished them at 7 p.m. So we might have been reading at the exact same time.
Maybe we might have been. And I actually then I woke up this morning thinking about it. All right, Mika doesn't have snow. Sorry, let me catch up on these comments before I tell you what I was thinking this morning. The people in southern Germany got it bad.
So is that maybe that's where Lily is, right?
Maybe.
We get it here, I think, like the last couple of years we were in Philly, we did not get as much as we normally did. But I mean, it was decently cold up there. But I think we get it. We get multiple snows a year here. So it's already snowed here. Typically, we'll get 2 snows that stick, and you could play in the snow or do whatever twice.
Wow.
I mean, it's not. We are definitely not, and we're in the southeastern corner. So we're not we're at the bottom, but we're also to the east. So that's probably a big part of it. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. But it's also mountainy, so we're up really high. So it's also.
Oh, that's why. Are you in the Smoky Mountains?
No, no. The Smoky Mountains, I think, are on the other side.
The Appalachian.
Yes, Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't know. Okay, first of all, when we got here, we were like, we're in. What is it? What is the way people say it? Appalachia. We're in the Appalachian.
Oh, okay. Mountains. Yeah, I said it wrong.
No, you said it right.
Oh, I did?
Everybody else says Appalachian, and that's wrong. It's Appalachian.
Oh, because I think I've heard of the Appalachian Trail, and I've heard people say Appalachian Trail.
Okay, which is what it is.
I didn't know if it was Appalachia or whatever you said the other thing they say.
It's Apple. So everybody else in the world calls it Appalachia, the Appalachian Trail. It goes from Georgia to Maine, right? Okay, maybe a little bit into Canada. I'm not sure. So everyone calls it that, and I thought it. And when my brother was like, "That's where we are," I'm like, "Isn't that I thought that was a mountain in near Everest. I thought
near Everest.
Appalachian Mountains, the Everest Mountain. That's what I thought it was. Brother was like, no.
Oh yeah, this is not Mount Everest.
Yeah, but everyone around here says Appalachian Mountains. So that's the correct way to say it. I'm surprised. Okay. I was very surprised when you said it.
Hey, you know what? I'm so cultured. I am so not a hiker, but I think I used to live in Atlanta, and I have friends that did the Appalachian. Now I can't even say it right. Now I'm all self-conscious. Did the Appalachian Trail?
Yes.
Yeah.
Appalachian. Yeah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said the wrong way because now you're gonna get confused.
I know, it's in my head now. All right, let's not talk about it anymore.
Yeah, but we do get a lot of snow because we are higher up. I think there definitely is a big difference from where we were, literally, elevation wise, maybe a couple hundred feet, couple thousand feet. I don't know, something of the sort.
Yeah. Okay. Before Mika yells at us, let's talk about this book. Before Mika's like, "Come on."
First of all, I don't need to be the one to interrupt or start, but it's paranormal, and it's magical, and
I was thinking about this. I was like, what is paranormal? I think of paranormal as being like ghosts, but I guess technically it's just anything it's outside of the norm. And like magical villages appearing would be out of the norm.
Yes. So my sister and my dad had a huge argument about this years and years and years ago because of the definition of paranormal.
Yeah.
I use paranormal for a lot of the time romances that with magic are categorized as paranormal romance. Something like really anything other than hardcore fantasy is what I call paranormal. So something like Game of Thrones, that's fantasy. Paranormal would more be like, I would consider Twilight paranormal. Stuff like
I
that.
think I would too. But this I would never call paranormal, but I suppose it is.
I just said paranormal, but I think I saw that it was tagged a couple of days ago as something magical.
Oh, okay.
And it said magical realism, which is like a slight
that I think is what I would say. That's a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
Paranormal to me seems, I don't know, like that has a scary element to it.
Okay.
And I don't feel a scary element to this.
I guess scary in the concept of there being a magical town, but not scary like magic. No, I wouldn't say that.
And although I guess the mother did die doing so. So supernatural is paranormal. Yeah. Like, and I would maybe call this supernatural.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like the show or the concept.
Oh, I don't know either, or just the word. Sorry.
Now, supernatural, I would also consider paranormal. Yes. That is also spooky. That's also scary, right? Like, is X-Files paranormal? Yes, I would assume. But supernatural is more like
X-Files is paranormal. This is more like magical realism. It's softer. Yeah, I feel like just the words magical realism seems softer than paranormal. Paranormal seems like paranoid to me.
Yes. Very, very thing much harsher. I think, in Twilight, there's actual vampires that are actually killing people, like paranormal books or witches. There's, all, like demons, stuff like that. Like there's that kind of thing.
I mean,
and this is
like Brigadoon on Broadway, right? A magical town appears every 100 years out of the mist in Scotland, right? Although, so I woke up this morning and I was like thinking about this book and I was like, so wait a minute. There are places in the world that only appear when you have the map.
Yeah.
Like you need the map to be able to see them. And I was like, okay, there's some kind of like deep mystical truth in there, but I was like in my like something about you can't see what's in front of you unless you're looking for it, right? Yeah. Unless you have the map and you're looking for it. Yeah.
Which is very true to almost everything.
Yeah.
But you really don't when you hear a name or when you hear something for the first time, you're like, oh my God, this name's so interesting or whatever. You start seeing it everywhere. And you're like, I thought I had never heard of this name before, but now it's everywhere. You know what I mean? Like that just kind of happens. I don't know.
I feel like I'm still like, why are all of her parents friends keeping such a weird secret about this? Like, why don't they just tell her what is going on? I'm a little bit annoyed with that.
What I think is somebody came back. Like they go to this town, they see this town there, and that's where we are in the past, at least. And then now we're, in a different situation, obviously. But something happened there. And I think a reason that they were there, that killed her mom. And that is why they're trying to hide it. And that is now why, like Wally or whatever, he's trying to hide on the map. I don't know if I believe that's true. I partially, I don't trust. I was surprised that Swan is not part of the friend group. What if I was thinking maybe Swan's Wally, but maybe everyone else would have told him like, no, that's not. That's Wally. But
every time Swan shows up in this book, I think he's in on it. But then he doesn't like show anything to show that he's in it. And I'm like, either he is the best actor in the history of acting.
Yeah.
Or he really has no idea what is going on.
And you know what? You know what else I don't trust? That freaking, I was gonna curse, that boyfriend. Her ex-boyfriend. Yeah. He was like, just give her the map. He wants that map to be given because he wanted that damn map. I'm mad at him. I don't like him at all. I do not. I think, and I did see on the Storygraph thing that there was a mark for sexual content. So she might get with somebody. But maybe that's somebody else in the book. I don't know. But I was thinking her and that cop. But, that's a whole other ball.
Well, I don't know if the cop isn't in on it.
He's following her
Now
around.
they think like she's the one that's doing all the murdering.
Which I think is kind of a stupid theory, but I love how they're all surrounding to protect her. Like they saw her as a child and they're now all also around to protect her. And I friggin' knew.
I don't know. I don't know if Frances really is around to protect her. I feel like
I trust Frances.
I feel like if they wanted to protect her, they should just tell her what is going on.
I think if they tell her, then people will be after her to kill her. Like
But they already are after her to kill her. She just got knocked on the head and like, I don't know, carried off into another land or something. I don't know.
But I thought maybe one of them knocked her on the head to be like, shut up, we gotta go.
I mean, maybe that's what we'll find out in the next chapter.
Now, I want to say I trust Frances, and also the minute that freaking map of the library, and there was like, there's a space here that doesn't exist. I'm like, yeah, that space opens up. I knew immediately, and I was so happy when that was right.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe that she wouldn't have gone in and moved stuff around to try to find it, to see if there really was a space there, right? Like move the bookcase, move whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, someone seems willing to kill to either keep the secret to themselves or has some kind of agenda we don't know yet.
Agreed. Yes.
Yeah. I think it's an agenda that we don't know yet. But I'm like, the only way to get this girl to stop is to tell her what is going on.
That is true.
I don't know why they don't just do it, because she's not going to stop.
No, I guess they think that she's going to stop. I guess they also, I think their mother's death has something with it. Maybe even she died there. I think that it wouldn't. I don't know why, because they're trying to. I trust Felix or whatever his name is, the guy, the old friend.
Francis.
I trust Francis. I don't trust Felix. I trust Francis, and I think he's really just trying to protect her because he knows that something is going wrong here. I don't know.
I think I trust Felix more than Francis.
Okay.
I think Felix is really like, I don't understand why your father was killed. Now Irene was killed. You're trying to get back together with me, but now you're choosing this stupid map over me again. He's like, and you're in danger. I think he's a little bit like, give the freaking map to the police. Like, let the police do their job. And I don't think he's wrong, but then we wouldn't have the story.
Exactly.
Then we wouldn't have the story.
I viewed it as he's still not caring about her interests, and he's still viewing them as like worthless. Like, just talk about the freaking map. Nobody cares about it. It's like she cares about it. And to be in a relationship with her, you should also care about it too. Like, this isn't clearly nothing to her. This matters to her. And for you to be like,
I feel like she's not explaining why it matters.
I don't know, because I guess, but I don't know. I think she is pretty well.
I kind of don't understand either. At first I thought, oh, she just wanted to solve the mystery so she could get her job back. But she has her job back.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't understand. I get that now it's more personal, but I don't think Felix does. Felix doesn't know any of this stuff. Felix doesn't know what we know.
Felix doesn't know any of that stuff, yes, but do you think if she told Felix, hey, I saw this like imaginary building, do you think he'd believe her?
Yes, because he watched the guy disappear on the tape, on the surveillance tape. I think he would be like, okay, this is I think he would believe her. We believe her.
We believe her, but I don't think you. I don't know. I also just don't like him, so I'm like.
I know you haven't liked him from the beginning.
No, I just don't trust him.
Mika doesn't like him either. Mika, do you like Felix? I feel like Mika was suspicious of him too.
Let us know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like Felix. No, I just don't. I don't trust his attitude. He seems very just like, I don't know, not mean, but yeah, mean, dismissive of her. Like, I guess we really don't even know why they really broke up, because he made it seem like more happened than what we know happened. And I don't, maybe that's true. I don't know.
So I also, with the whole, like, you have to have the map to see the place.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why she couldn't find Ramona's shop anymore, because she didn't have the map.
Oh, yes, that is true as well.
Which means that you can draw, like her dad drew that map.
Yeah, so she could just draw out Ramona's shop and then be able to get there.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Now.
Oh, Mika's not suspicious of Felix. Okay.
Now, do you think that places truly exist or nothing and everything? Like, do you think that somebody drew out that location because it existed? Or do you think them drawing the location created it? Do you think you could take any piece of paper, draw anything, and that would come to life? Or you just happen to draw something that already existed? And I feel because of, sorry, go ahead. I should let you answer the question.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I won't forget what I'm going to say.
I don't know. I feel as if I don't know what I was going to say. Go ahead. You go ahead.
So I was going to say, I mean, I don't know. Does Narnia really exist? Maybe.
Okay.
Like, did C.S. Lewis go through a wardrobe and find Narnia and then he wrote about it? Or did he create it in his head? Right? Did the Tolkien guy that did Lord of the Rings, does that place really? I mean, I don't know.
You think that you were thinking that?
Okay. Look, I'm willing to suspend. There are some things that I'm willing to say, I don't know what's out there.
Mm-hmm.
And say this, it could be.
Yeah. I've always like imagined that, but I don't actually believe that.
I like the idea of it, but this is why you don't like time travel, right? This is why I like, Outlander, because it's this idea that you could like slip unbeknownst into another like dimension or another like world. I don't know that I would personally want to do that.
No, I don't think you could accidentally slip into it. But it doesn't mean, or I don't think someone could accidentally go through a portal into another dimension. That doesn't mean, I guess, I don't believe that dimension exists. And I don't believe that fiction, it could be one of those. I think maybe it could be potentially similar, but not to maybe a real place. Yeah, I guess I do believe that there is something other than like I not to get religious, but to get religious, I guess. I just got a Bible and I'm reading Genesis and I'm like, Eden wasn't on Earth. Eden is like a separate location. And like humans must have existed. Like it seems like he put humans on Earth before he put Adam and Eve in Eden. And then like he brought them down.
Why do you say Eden wasn't on Earth? Because I feel like we've actually pinpointed the exact location of Eden, and it's somewhere in Iraq.
Really? And
I feel like I might be making that up about Iraq, but it's somewhere like in the middle of it. What is a desert right now?
Because, and that could make sense, but he describes God, Moses, he says all this stuff. And I didn't know, I also thought that Abraham was writing all this. I didn't know that Moses was writing this from the past, from the future. I didn't know that. Okay, I thought Abraham was actually like books of Abraham. I don't know. So, and I'm also a Christian. I'm literally so dumb. But it seems like Moses prescribes that God created all these plants. He created animals, he created livestock. But then when you go and then he creates a man, then he goes into Eden and then he creates woman. I'm confused. But it seems like when he describes Eden, there's no plants, there's no brushes, there's no rain because it missed from the ground. It seems like Eden, the description of Eden is different than the description we have of Earth. And so I thought that maybe Eden was, because no one's in Eden because we've fallen.
It's just right now.
It's empty. No one's in it because Eden is a place that we were supposed to be, but we're not. But then it's like, so what I'm saying is I think like the Bible says that another heaven and another earth will be created. So I feel like there's other things. There's got to be other places going on, like other little dimensions, other like heaven isn't on earth. Heaven is actually like a dimension. And so like there is another dimension, but we just can't get to it. There's no way I'm accidentally pushing on this rock in Scotland and going into another dimension or another timeline.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not trying to cry. I don't know.
I feel like there's a lot that we don't know about.
There is
things.
There's so much about everything, and it's just like I don't want to be the person to be like, and here's the thing, I don't know either. I'm reading all this stuff and I'm like, what does this even mean? And the image of what I'm creating this means, I look it up and people are like, it means this. And I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't think. Like, I'm also shouldn't. My brother was like, if you're going to start reading the Bible, do not. Just start in the Gospels. Start in the Gospels. And I'm like, okay, chapter 1 of the whole thing.
Chapter 1.
Like, literally. And I'm like, this might have not been the best idea. But I think it's interesting because it's just like, it also doesn't give, like, I wanted, like, details about, like, like, I want to know the whole story. You know what I mean? And, like, we're just kind of coming to, like, when humans existed. I'm like, okay. Tell me about how the tectonic plates moved to make Pangea. That's what I'm trying to get from this. And I'm not getting it. And that's okay.
I don't remember the Bible talking. Because, like, Moses didn't know anything about tectonic plates. He couldn't
exactly. Exactly. And so we're getting such a simplified version of the earth.
Well, and we're getting that dude's, like, story about it.
Exactly. That's true. Yeah. So,
all right.
I don't know. Sorry.
All right. Here's Mika's take on the whole thing. I feel like they sort of created a potential when they drew their Dreamer's Atlas.
Okay.
And something filled that potential and made these, well, because their Dreamer's Atlas, they were going to do like all of these fake places, like Narnia and the, you know, Game of Thrones, whatever, all of the other places, but make them like real cities, like map them like real places, and then make real places mapped like fantasy places.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe their fantasy places came true. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if they drew Agpo and then Agpo came into existence, or if Agpo existed and or if like somebody saw Agpo and then they drew it on, so they put it on the map. I don't know. Yeah. And it wasn't them that put it on the map. It wasn't the cartographers, right? It was the Sanford company or whatever.
Yeah, and why the hell didn't that woman didn't throw that map away? She said, please just buy it for $2 or $3. You know what I mean?
Who's that woman?
Yeah, and what's that mean? And maybe there's a magical force coming after the people who have the map. And so that's why they're trying to be all suspicious about it, because that woman said, like, you're going to get bad luck from this map. Like, it's not going to be good that you have this map.
Well, they did have bad luck. The house burned down. And
exactly. And the mom died. And all this bad stuff happened. And now every, like, the cops are coming after her because they think she's a murderer.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like the I don't know. I think the Lieutenant Cade might be in on it.
Really? Okay.
I don't know. I thought when he showed up at the armory when she was at that book fair or the map fair, I thought that was weird that he was there.
Are you talking about that he was there, or that was he there, or was he just following her around in that black car?
No, he was there. Remember, she had to like leave right away to get away from him.
Yes. Because he got out of his brick and black car and started following her around. I think maybe he just thinks she's suspicious, or he's in on it to the point where he's trying to keep her safe, and he's trying to. I don't know. I do like the idea of potential worlds, like in kind of in Death Note, I guess. Whoever you write dies, or whatever this little boy draws on this page comes to life. Like, you can draw these fictional towns and they'll kind of start to evolve from that. Like, they'll start to exist. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's what happened here. Like, her dad drew a map of a map store in Chinatown. And then there was a map store in Chinatown, but only because she had the map to follow to get there. And then when she didn't have the map, there is no store in Chinatown.
Yeah.
Okay. There's this common idea that gods are created when enough people believe, not the other way around. Maybe it's enough if people draw maps and obsess about them to make them real.
Yeah. If you're trying to go to that location, then you're gonna see something. Number one, in real life, like without any magic at all. In real life, when you're looking, you do find stuff, like you were saying earlier. So maybe that is a part of, you have to truly believe, like in Santa Claus, right? Like, or in Tinkerbell, or was it Peter Pan, right? People have to believe in him for him to exist.
Right.
And so maybe it's something like that. That could be really interesting to have in this story.
Oh, that makes even more sense. These maps were cheap and thousands of people saw I don't know what the word, Aglo on the map. That might definitely be enough to count as belief in Aglo's existence.
Yeah. But this also isn't, I guess it was real. Like, I mean, we see that wood post there. Like, real.
But here's the thing,
No.
people that didn't have the map, I thought, were also seeing it, right? People that were just driving down the road were talking about, oh no, that's a real town there.
Yeah. Maybe because maybe that's the thing. Once you see it, maybe you can't unsee it. But then maybe she goes into this building and she's seeing it. She believes it. She tries to go back to the shop and it's not there anymore.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I am so into this book though. I feel like, and I love it because we're still so far in.
Yes.
And everything is still sort of like unfolding.
Yes. And here's the thing. We're not actually that far. We're only 50% in. So we have another half of this book, which is going to be exciting. Now that
I know.
We know all these details, you know what I mean? Like, Bella finds out pretty quickly in Twilight, and you get to have this whole book of her knowing and her experiencing this whole vampire thing. I think this could be good.
I am so curious what happened to her mother. Like, how this map ended up getting their house burned down, right? And how I thought the house was going to get set on fire when they were doing the barbecuing. Because nobody seemed to know how to do the barbecuing. They were like setting on like huge bonfires for this bar. And people were like getting their hair singed. And I was like, is this when the house catches on fire? But no.
I am still thinking that there's a potential that when you die, she went to the mother and father are now in a fictional town or fictional, like this made up dimension. Like the mother is like, maybe to save her, like maybe something where like you are locked in the moment before you died. And so they took her to this dimension so she was alive. And then I don't know, something of the sort. I don't know. That's really crazy made up, but then that wouldn't make sense for the dad either, unless he has also your dimension in his wall, where he can go and be like, "Here's my soul, take it," and then like fall. You know what I mean? Which might not make any sense.
I think mom and dad are both really dead. Like we had bodies, right, that got buried, and all the friends seem to think that they're really dead, not in another dimension.
True.
Oh, okay. So Mika's correcting me. She says only people who followed the map saw Aglo. That's why people in neighboring cities didn't see it, because they knew the area and didn't need maps. All right. So people who were like on vacation and just had maps were able to see it. Yeah.
Yes. But then also it seemed like you couldn't even be looking at the road ahead. You had to be looking at the map to lead you there. Like you couldn't being like, oh, it's right here. You had to actually, it wasn't just like, oh, I have the map in my possession, I put it in my backpack and I'll go. You have to be looking at the map as you're driving.
It almost seems like they got out of the car and held the map up, and then there was the town. Yeah. Which I thought was weird. Like when Wally and Tam came back, and Tam was all excited, but Wally was like, don't tell anyone. And she said, everybody get in the car. And then they drove. I felt like they got out of the car. Like nobody was seeing anything. They were driving along. And then all of a sudden, like they got out of the car and she held the map up and was like, look, right over there is the town. And they were like, oh.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird. So I was like, well, how are these people just driving by seeing it? And did they go into town? Like, wouldn't you go into town?
Yeah.
I would. If a town just magically appeared, I'd be like, let's go check this out.
Yes. I don't know. I don't think I would.
Like, do they have a coffee shop in this town? Let's go get coffee. I
want them to go in the town. I think it's rational that they would want to go in the town. I think maybe if it was me there, I would be like, I can't. Like, I'm not going. I'm not. Like every horror movie, the main character makes the worst decision ever. It's like,
I know, that's true. That's true.
It's like, I'm not going in. Like, it's not. We're not playing this game right now. Okay, I'm not dying in this place. Y'all can die in here, but not me. You know, but I think I want them to go in the town. I'm curious if we get to see inside this town. Like, how are you imagining it? I'm imagining like an old Western kind of like saloony, like wood, but like the ground is still the dirt, or like the.
I'm imagining it like Main Street, small town Main Street, USA.
Oh, like modern.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Or modern for the time, which would have been what, like 30 years ago or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. So like, yeah. Okay.
I'm not imagining the Old West.
I never imagined the Old West. Okay, yeah.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is like from the
I will say.
1800s. Who knows?
Yeah.
I guess we won't know until we keep reading.
Because it would make sense. Might sound crazy, but like to me, it would make sense that all the materials would be natural. Like if this thing is basically just kind of popping out of the earth almost, maybe not, but like if it's just kind of spawning here, it makes sense that it wouldn't be like polyester that's made out of the town, or like shingles are made out of plastic or what, metal, even metal. It would be like wood. It would be like almost all wood, because it would be kind of nature.
I think it's a freaking portal that opens up in the world, and that's where people can see into the town.
You think it's a portal? Okay.
I do that, but that's just how I imagine it.
Okay. Maybe this is a portal. Fantasies are actually
because in the library, in the library, remember they're all standing around, and all of a sudden, like the wall opened up like a portal.
Yeah. And if that's just that little tiny room right there, I think there's a portal in that room. Like it is a physical room, but there's a portal in there. Maybe not. Maybe the portal's like on the wall. I
don't know. Are you guys familiar with the multiverse theory? I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't. Tell us more.
So it's kind of like, it's every time this is the way I'm familiar with it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Mika has commented or will comment her description of it. But every time you make a decision, another universe gets created where a different decision or the opposite decision is made.
It's like the butterfly effect.
Kind of, yes, but the butterfly effect. But then each time, another whole entire separate galaxy gets created with you making that decision. And so there's cajillions of them throughout the world. So every person and every decision and every time things would be different. I do not believe it. But do you believe, Mika? Or I don't know. It's also a thing that is, or is that string theory? Maybe I'm talking about string theory, but I think that's the same thing. It is a big thing in fantasy stories in Marvel. It's a big thing in like DC. It's a big thing. But I know a lot of real scientists do believe it, but I don't believe it. Do you believe it, Vivian? Or have you ever heard of this before?
I have heard of this before.
Okay.
Again, it's one of those things that I almost feel like I've read some stuff where science seems to be like finding that there might be something to this.
Then the reason is because like if you put like some atoms, they don't really make a decision. They're kind of in between. And so that's why it would be. And I do think that, all of our people say science is magic with like that we understand. And I kind of agree with that. Like science is like, there's something to it. I think that isn't, but that's like, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I think the more science advances, the more we learn, right? 300 years ago, we didn't know the earth was round.
Yeah.
Right. And people, if you had said that, they would have said, that's crazy. There's no way. So I almost feel like when science starts to find evidence of these, like actual evidence of stuff like this, I'm like, okay, I feel like I don't know. It seems bizarre to me that there could be 700 million different versions of my life all happening right now.
Yeah.
And that in other versions of my life, I'm doing like, we're not here.
Yeah. And I guess that's the part that doesn't compute with me in my brain is like,
right.
That, that doesn't make sense to me, because I think that unless those people aren't human, unless it's like a concept of it, I think my decisions are important. And the decision, like, that's
exactly. I feel like that theory, multiverse theory that you said makes your decisions more important than ever, because then every decision
But
has
the thing
weight,
is
right?
every decision has weight, but then every option gets lived out to its fullest extent. And that feels unrealistic to me. That feels like my decision have weight. I choose not to, like, you choose to not do horrible things. You choose to not murder someone. Not that you would, not that was on the table, but your life has weight. Every move you make, every step you take, that means something so grand that to the concept of just saying, oh, what if you didn't do that? And like making that real is like, hey, I get to decide if I do that or not. You can't make another me and then make me do that. That's ridiculous. But what about third? Is like, I don't know. I don't love it, but I do. I don't know. Go ahead.
All right. So here's Mika. It's this belief. So the multiverse, the belief there's an infinite number of parallel universes that differ in all kinds of ways. There are people that believe there's a universe where the Lord of the Rings is real.
Mm-hmm.
That's a recent deviation of the theory, though. Okay. This belief that fictional things can be real elsewhere. And no, she doesn't believe in that.
Okay.
All right. So Narnia is not a real place.
But you seem to believe that, Vivian. You seem to believe.
I don't know that it is, but I don't know that it isn't. I don't think that it is, but I can appreciate the idea that it might be.
Yeah, and I definitely thought that kind of when I was a kid, but I don't know. I just think I don't know. I also every answer I'm giving is centered around religion, and so I feel like it's not. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's super interesting, the concept of there being other dimensions, but I feel like there's no. Do you believe in aliens?
Yes.
You do.
I can't imagine that we are the only life in the universe.
Okay. What about you, Mika? I don't know. I've gone back and forth on this many a times, thinking I totally believe in aliens. I totally don't. But I feel like it there depends on like what we're talking about, like an animal or like a humanoid. I don't think there's other human beings. Like,
yeah, I don't know if they're aliens or human beings. I don't see why they couldn't be.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't know that they have to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think they're as sentient as we are. They have to be. If I was to believe,
I think they're way more. I think they're like, some of them are way more advanced than we are, and others are not nearly as advanced.
Okay.
I think it's a spectrum.
Yeah. I guess the whole thing hinges on religion and how. Sorry to bring that up. How like if Jesus's death is very important to me. And so I'm like, if there's a multiverse where that doesn't happen, then that doesn't make any sense. And that God created that doesn't make any sense.
But how do you know it doesn't happen in every multiverse?
But does that...
There were a lot of people trying to kill that guy.
Yeah.
It was his whole reason for being here was to die, right? It was his whole reason for being here. So what makes you think it doesn't happen in every single universe, multiverse?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
And that, if there's aliens, they have to know about him. If
we learned anything from Outlander, it's that what's going to happen is going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. That's also true. That is very true. Yes.
So even though everyone's making a million different choices and all of those choices are spiraling out into what all of these other choices, at the end of the day, maybe we all end up in the same place, that like everything ends up the way, maybe we do end up here.
Yeah.
Talking on YouTube in every single universe.
Yeah, that is true. I guess I like that perspective of it. That makes me feel better about it. I just feel so like, what if about that? And then with aliens, it's like, if they are, what are they, and how do they relate to humans and how they exist? Because if you believe in angels, they're not like in the biblical thing. They're not humans. They don't need to be saved, right? And they don't have free will and stuff like that or whatever. So it's like, are aliens like us where they need to be? Or are aliens not like us where they don't need to be? Like animals. Like animals don't need to believe in God. Like that's not a thing. So like,
I don't know. Maybe they have their own God. Maybe they have their own like Jesus. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe God had a whole other plan for them that like involves something else that like is in goat language and we just don't know it. I don't know.
Yeah.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
things I don't know.
Yeah, and I guess that's really the crux of why I don't believe in the multiverse theory and why I have a hard time believing in aliens, but I like the idea of aliens. I also like the idea of dragons have existing. Like, I'm like, I think dragons probably did exist. But I don't know. I like to try to have as much diverse and weird opinions as I possibly can. Like, try to find the weirdest stuff and be like, okay, I believe this. Like, whatever it may be. You know, crazy conspiracy theories that you can find. I'm like, okay, I believe that. I believe it. I believe.
I don't think I believe in crazy conspiracy theories.
You don't.
Where there's stuff where there's like, I try to say as evidence-based as I can.
Okay.
Yeah, like, and I will say there's no evidence that Narnia exists other than C.S. Lewis wrote about it, right? Yeah. So, like, yeah, I'm not saying it exists. It doesn't, whatever. Okay, multiverse theory proposes that our universe is not the only one, but rather part of a larger collection of universes known as the multiverse. These other universes could have different laws of multiverse theory proposes physics and may be created through various processes, such as an eternal cosmic creation or the branching of reality in quantum mechanics. See, this is where I feel like all of the physics, quantum mechanics, all of that science stuff that we're like learning more and more about, that's where all of this like evidence that maybe there is, I don't know, something. It may be created through various processes, such as, oh wait, am I reading the same things over and over again?
No, I don't think so.
As eternal cosmic creation or the branching of reality in quantum mechanics. Okay. The reason I bring this up, there could be a universe where Aglo is real.
Okay. And but like, you're not saying in this book it could be a multiverse thing, but you're talking about in real life. You think there could be a universe where Aglo is real.
Oh,
that's fun. I don't. What did you think? What did you think she meant?
I thought she meant in the book, but
okay.
But I don't know.
Like you said, there could be a universe, or there could be.
Oh, well, yeah. If the multiverse is real, then yeah, sure, there could be a universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if all you have to do to create a universe is draw a map.
There could be a universe where when you draw things on maps, it comes real.
In the book, though, who knows, right?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
So what? Like, let's talk for 5 more minutes, and then Mika has to go probably. But why? What's up with Wally? Like, why was he being so weird about not wanting everybody else to know about the town? And then, like, what happened? It can't just be that his best friend from childhood died in a fire, that he like got cut off from everybody else, right? What's the deal?
I think a couple things about him. I think number one, obviously he's in love with the mom. And I think maybe he wanted to kind of keep this a secret between them because he maybe viewed them as like the smartest of the group or wanted to have some intimacy there. But I also think he could be involved in it. Like she's saying he could be involved in it. He could have killed my mother or whatever.
Be involved in killing the mother.
Yeah, or this whole Aglo thing or this whole like creepy map situation. Like I feel like it could be.
I like this book. I like this book a lot.
I agree. Yes, I very much do. It's right. I also think you don't see a lot of like, you see a lot of things that's like referencing, you know, maps aren't something you typically have be the way of magic in a world. Like, you know, maybe a notebook that comes to life, or, you know, maybe in Buffy, like a hell mouth or like a opening, like a gate of hell or something. That's a very common thing to do in paranormal stories. But this, like, the concept of drawing on maps and drawing fictional areas creates them. That is really interesting.
I wonder what made her think of her or him. Peng Shepherd is a man or a woman, or what do we know about Peng Shepherd?
I assumed woman.
I did too, but I'm like, it could be completely wrong. I wonder what made them think of this.
Yes, they did say that at the beginning. They were kind of the author's note. I try to forget what they said though. So maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to. I'm not looking at anything about this book until we finish it. I do not want to be accidentally spoiled.
You're not doing what I did. Okay, yeah.
No, I'm not looking for like the sex scene either. I'm forgetting that you said there was like race.
I looked for it. I saw the tags, like the trigger word.
Yeah, I'm not looking at any tags. Don't tell me anything else. Okay, Mika thinks Wally is either the hero or the villain.
Agreed.
What if he's the hero?
That could be interesting. I don't know how he could come into that, but I agree with.
I don't either. But I don't trust Francis. Mika, what do you think about Francis?
Francis, the friend, the part of
the. You think he's like trying to protect everyone and do everything. I'm not so sure.
He seems heroic. He seems like a father figure. Her boyfriend seems like a freak, but you know.
Her boyfriend seems like she broke his heart.
I don't know. I don't. And the way he was, maybe was he interacting? He wasn't interacting weirdly with his female coworkers, but he seemed like he did not, like he wasn't still in love with her.
Not that he was interacting weirdly with his female coworkers.
Not weirdly. It just seemed like he's moved on with his life, and she hasn't. And the fact that he has success, but like, I think it's very kind of upsetting to me. Like, he just kind of abandoned her. I feel like maybe she abandoned him. I think we don't know the whole story there. But from where it seems, it feels like he abandoned her in this, and he went to live his great, amazing life, and she just got to be poor and stuff like that, and not have a good life.
She got to be poor. I feel like her dad did that to her on purpose, and her dad didn't do it to him, to Felix, because I think he thought Felix doesn't know anything about this map. No. So Felix isn't gonna I don't want my daughter go get another job at another library and start talking about this map that she found. Yeah. And so I want her to be driven out of the business so that if she talks to anybody, nobody will believe a word she says, that she's so low on the totem pole. And I wish I knew what was going on with the stupid map, but I guess I'll know when we keep reading. It's not like she's I'm like, why won't they tell us about the map? Like, Vivian,
that's like the point of the story, is to have to wait.
Point of the story. Okay. So I started out not trusting him, but then he seemed to have good intentions, and now I don't know.
I agree with starting out not trusting him. I did think maybe once we got his perspective, it was going to be like villainous. It was going to be like, I'm killing these people. I killed her dad. Like, I thought that was what's going to happen, but then not. It also maybe she could be, the main character could be an unreliable narrator. Like, a lot of stuff's happening surrounding her, but they're not from her. Kind of like Cat. Like, it just
like the whole thing that she's so paranoid about the black car. I feel like that's going to turn out to be nothing.
I thought it did turn out to be the cop. That the cop is driving a black car.
Rides in a black car, as does everyone in the city of New York.
That's true.
Like every detective in the city of New York is riding a black car.
Did he have a black car? Yeah, he had a black car. Everyone else has a black car. I guess that makes sense, Gal.
But even she's like, I don't know if that's the same black car. It's like way down at the end of the block. I don't know. I feel like she's paranoid about the black car, but she's not paranoid about any of the other stuff
that she should be paranoid about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you think they're going to take her to the town?
I don't know. So yeah, I'm like, okay, so she got knocked out. What happens next?
The next part is called the town, like the part we're about to start.
Oh, then yeah, I think she's going to get taken to the town.
Yeah. I'm excited to see it. I want to explore the town. I think it could be fun.
But how do they, I know how they get her out of the library. They go through the secret portal in the wall.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Where does that secret portal go?
Gotta think to the town. Or maybe the secret portal, maybe these aren't like distinct portals. Like the one in this goes to that location. Maybe it's like it kind of goes wherever. Like if you have a certain map, maybe you can go to maybe there's different little slots in there you can go into and go to different locations. Kind of like in like, actually that's not it at all. In what's called again, 1911-2365 or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like that one portal only goes to that location.
Right.
But imagine like when he goes into it, he's completely blind and you close your eyes so you don't feel weird when you're walking into it. Imagine like if you close your eyes and you walk and you just walk into the place you want to go.
Right.
But if you keep your eyes open, or maybe, like if you start thinking about it, it gets hard to pick one. But if you don't think about it, then or if you close your eyes, you just go into the one you want to. Or if you follow the map or something.
All right, we have to figure out what we're going to read. What we're reading next for homework, because we're not meeting tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving, but we're doing next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, yeah.
Okay,
I'm good with that.
Mika wants her to be an unreliable narrator. It's her favorite thing if done well. But to be honest, I don't think she is.
Okay, I don't love an unreliable.
I think there are things she doesn't know, but I don't necessarily think she's unreliable.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think that she is.
I think she's being annoying as hell.
I think all that,
because they the adults won't tell her what's going on. Okay. She refuses to I think that reason.
Yeah. I think that's annoying, but I don't think she's being annoying. I think the adult's not also she's an adult, but the adult's not telling her what's going on. That's annoying, but I don't think she's being annoying. Maybe she is. I don't know. There's a lot going on though that she's kind of trying to keep secret or not telling people.
Yeah.
That is annoying, but I don't know. Other than that,
I get why Felix is annoyed.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm wait, I thought we were doing this. And then you just decided to do something else.
I guess
entirely. That puts you at risk. And yeah. Anyway, much long enough. All right. So what are we doing for homework? Are we reading part 3?
Do you want to just read part 3? Because I don't know. I mean,
I don't know how many parts there are. Is part 3 the last part? If yes, then we don't read the whole thing, do we?
No, there's 4 parts, I believe.
So how long is part 3? If we read part 3, sorry, I'm looking on my Kindle thing too.
Mika, could you let us know? I don't have anything, or maybe.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 chapters. That's a lot.
And then is there part 4? How many chapters are in part 4?
And then part 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Why don't we do homework? I think we should do homework. What do we read 10? We have 8 chapters left. Maybe we can break that out Wednesday and Thursday.
4 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So we read, what did you just say? 8 chapters? 10 chapters. 10 chapters. All right, Mika, can you read 10 chapters before? So 10 chapters gets us all the way to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chapter. So to the end of chapter 21, right before, and now I've lost my spot. Right before Romy.
Okay, great.
Oh no, I haven't lost my spot. We're at the beginning of part 3.
Okay.
Our offline book club meet next Tuesday, and I need to read our book of the month until then. Oh, so Mika, you think maybe we don't do homework, or we don't do any homework? We don't do as much homework.
I think if we don't do homework, we'll finish it, by the end of December. I think we'll be able to do no homework and be fine.
I think we can do no homework and be fine.
Do you want to go for a walk?
I'm gonna go for a walk.
The English accented one.
You do?
It's not the English. I think it's supposed to be the American accented one, but
really,
yeah.
I recently changed my Siri to not recently, a couple months ago, to the Irish accent. It's an Irish. Yeah, and she pronounces things a bit differently. I think she says Z, or maybe instead of Z.
Oh yeah, probably.
I ask, the main thing I use Siri for is how do you spell blank word, and so it is a little confusing sometimes.
Oh, the main thing I use Alexa for is what time is it? I'm always like, what time is it? What's the weather?
I can't tell any words.
Room. All right, so we're not going to do homework.
No homework.
We'll be back here next Wednesday, and we're going to start reading at part 3.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Yay! Good
Yay.
times.
Yes. It was a good day, even though Lily wasn't here. It was fun.
I know. All right, Tina, will you put it in the Discord what we're doing, and I'll schedule the.
Yes.
Oh, maybe not do as much homework.
Okay. I guess.
Like the 4 or 5 chapters we might have read tomorrow.
You want to do just 4 then? Just simple 4, or?
Okay, let's do 1, 2, 3. So it's chapter 16, 17, Eve, 18, Francis.
Okay, let's read till Francis. Don't read Francis.
Don't read Francis. So read 15, 16, Eve. Oh, wait, 16, 17, Eve, 18.
Okay.
Yeah. 16, 17. I'm going to write this in the comments. 16, 17, Eve, 18. All right. That way we can come back to this video.
Yeah.
And we'll know what we're supposed to be reading.
I'll put this in the Discord. I'll also message Lily.
Okay.
So she knows. Okay.
Oh my gosh. All right. It's going to be good.
Right. Yes. Let's see.
All right. I will see you guys next week.
Yeah. I'll see you Wednesday.
Yeah. Have a good weekend.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
All right. I will see you.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.